Hello and welcome back to You Up for More. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. We love a You Up for More. That is our YouTube exclusives, where we do kind of like adjacent dating topics that need a visual.
Yes.
Today, we are going to get into the prompts. Prompts are known on Hinge, but they are a part of all dating apps. You know, you have some version of a space to write about yourself. And I think the prompts get kind of besmirched amongst the dating, people.
Yeah. And we talked about prompts on our last dating app makeover. If you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. But the prompts are really like a way to show your personality on an app that doesn't necessarily do much for it.
A prompt is the best way to find people and push people away on a dating app. It is your greatest tool on a dating app. What I have noticed in our decade plus of talking about dating, anyone who hates the prompts, doesn't do the prompts, thinks the prompts are bad, to me, that person is always someone who I don't believe is a good partner to have. Like, I actually think less of anyone who talks badly about the prompts.
The person has no personality.
No personality, not trying. They're on an app half trying.
Yes.
To me, if you have a problem with the prompts, you're the problem.
If you're going to do it right.
Yeah.
That's being on an app. I used to do this. I mean, I'll give myself, a talking to. I think when I was younger, I was on the apps and I felt like it was lame to like try too hard. But now I look back and I'm like, you're just wasting your own time. Why even be there if you think you're too cool to be there?
I totally agree. And it is just so funny to me because like it's always someone who thinks that they're cool or that they're saying something interesting.
Or you want to be chased. You don't want to try too hard. Yeah.
And I'm always like, whenever they talk badly about the prompts, I'm like, that person's the biggest problem in their dating life. It's not the prompts. It's not the people they're dating. They are the problem. So listen, if your first feedback to this is I hate the prompts, this is an intervention.
Right.
You are the problem. You are the reason you're single. You're number one. It's you. I have never believed something more in my soul
I agree.
than what I'm saying now.
If you're going to go to the party, don't go to the party and talk shit about the party and not participate at the party.
Totally agree. So that's where we start here. We have people that have sent us their prompts. We're going to do a rate my prompt. And by rate, we're going to look at them, we're going to talk about them, and maybe give you some pointers. You're going to hear two people speak honestly about what your prompt says to them.
Yes.
Which is something you don't hear on dating apps. All you hear from are people who want to have sex with you if you are a woman. And all you hear from are women who think you've checked a few boxes if you're a man.
There you go.
So maybe your prompt did nothing for them, but the prompt is truly the best way to have a fun conversation with someone that you've never even met, and it's all based on looks and liking. So let's use the opportunity at its best. So let's go through these prompts. You ready?
I'm ready. All right. I'll do our first
Let's
one.
do it first.
Hi, Jared and Jordana. I like to think that I'm pretty thoughtful about my prompts and try to give people something to respond to, but I end up just getting a bunch of guys liking my photos and completely ignoring my prompts. Attaching my prompt responses I've tweaked using Jared's guidance. Thank you. I'm right here.
Yeah, we all gave the guidance.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say to them, if someone is only liking your pictures and not your prompts, they are trying less than the people that like your prompts.
That's true. Good way to weed those people out.
Right. If we want to put math to this, okay, like your pictures, worse than liking your prompts.
All right.
You put time into it. A prompt is an art project. You have given them the first line of the story. Let them come back with the next line. So let's read their prompts.
She gave us 2 prompts to work with, and these are her tweaked prompts.
From me.
Yes.
Let's see how my pupils have done.
From Jared.
Right. Eye roll.
A life goal of mine, to live a semi-nomadic lifestyle with a home base in either a major city or a beach town.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to do that one first?
Let's do them together. I think we
Okay.
should do them as a group.
All right. The one thing I'd love to know about you is what's something weird you do that people wouldn't understand, but it makes you happy? I'll go first. I buy Nintendo Switch games because I think they look cute and fun, but do not own or intend to buy a Switch. Laughing, crying emoji.
Okay. How do I feel about this? I think to live a life goal of mine is to live a semi-nomadic lifestyle with a home base in either a major city or a beach town. I think that's nice. I think it like tells us a lot about the person. Like you're a little bit off center. You're a little bit weird.
Wanderlusty.
Wanderlusty. I think I would give the beach town. I would I would give
I
more
agree.
specifics.
Give it a specific beach town or city.
Right. And then you know,
Doesn't have to. You don't have to commit to it.
Right. This is like personal but vague. This isn't like, you've kind of scratched the surface as being personal, but it would really take, like, I have nothing to say. What do I say? Like, my first thing would be like, what
city?
What city? If your prompt does not produce love or hate, then it's really not doing much.
Right. It's also like a little like long almost, like when she's saying semi like or like vague, it's like a little too like long / vague for having no specifics. So what does semi-nomadic mean? What is like, again, what's the city? What's the beach town? I want something that's just like easy to absorb, because again, you have to think about the attention span of someone who's looking at this profile.
Right.
It's like under 5 seconds. If the prompt isn't immediately telling you what declaring itself, I think you're moving on.
Make your statement, make it loud, make it quick. This does none of that. So I agree with you, Jordana. I'm actually lower on. I don't like this more than I didn't like it before.
I've convinced you otherwise.
Yeah, you convinced me otherwise, because honestly, they're saying nothing. Semi-nomadic. So like, I might travel, I might not.
Sounds like you put 3 cities in your Instagram bio.
Right. Also, I'd like to have a home base, major city or a beach town. So any town would work for you.
Yeah.
Like,
give us
let's go hard. Hey, I want to travel a lot, and I'm going to have a home base.
Turn some people off.
In Delray Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love Delray Beach. See, I always think of what would I say to this? This would be, where would you travel? That's not that fun.
Right.
Their second one, what's something weird you do that people wouldn't understand, but it makes you happy? I actually don't understand theirs so much that I don't even think it's helpful.
Yeah,
like,
and again, it's very long.
Well, it's very long, and it's like, you buy the Switch games, but you don't play them? Like, I don't understand.
Where do you think they look cute and fun? Like on your coffee table?
Right, like, I think that would actually be better. I buy Switch games and I put them on display.
Right, and I use them as art.
Right, that's different than... this is so, like, I get what you're doing. What's something weird about you? No questions in the prompts. Statements.
Right. Yeah, you don't need to say what's something weird you do.
Right. How about I buy the one thing I'd love to know about you? I hate that one. Okay.
Because it's about you.
It's right. Yeah. Let's make it about me, myself, and I. So if I were you, I would say the one thing, I would change the prompt completely. I would be like, the weird thing about me, if that even exists, I don't even know. But I would, if you want to talk about the Switch games, I buy Switch games and I use them as art. I've never played them.
Yeah.
That's
again,
boom.
It's also quicker.
Right.
So someone 5 seconds looking through your profile.
Right. You're almost, what you're doing is you're leading them to the place you want to go, which is bad improv. Improv is I say my thing and then someone says something back to me and I go with them and I don't put judgment on what they said. Right now, you're already putting judgment on what they said. You're like, well, give me a weird thing.
Yeah.
That no one understands but makes you happy. It's like, well, how about you just say the weird thing that makes you happy?
And then if it resonates with me, I'll respond to it.
This is, to me, you've done what a lot of people do, say they've taken our advice, is they soften our advice to make it easier on them. Right. And so now you've done nothing. Our advice is statement, I statement, here I am, here's what I like.
Declare yourself.
Specific. Yeah. You straddled. So let's go to the next one.
All right. You want to read it?
J&J, huge fan of the show. When my prompt idea came up on the last episode, I knew I wanted to share 2 of mine that I'm proud of. Not only does it usually spark a fun conversation and represent me, I like dive bars and beer, but will usually lead to a date since there's some easy segues into us getting drinks together. Would love to get your thoughts. Here are prompts. Do you agree or disagree that the top 5 beers are, and she lists, number 1, après ski beer. Number 2, baseball game beer. Number 3, airport beer. Number 4, summer patio beer. Number 5, post-hike beer. Her second one, I'll pick the topic if you start the conversation. You're at a brewery that's also a dive bar. Keep 3, kill 3. Darts, pool, giant Jenga, cornhole, board games, arcade games. Jordana, what do you think of these prompts?
She's like making these little gamey, which I like.
Yeah.
That. I think it's fun.
You're a games gal.
Yeah, I'm a games person. Mm-hmm. I would be responsive to this. I think it's fun. I think a little less options.
Right.
I don't think we need 5 options for everything. Again, it's like, I think when there's too much, you have to think about the human attention span these days.
Right.
I would do top 3 beers.
Yeah, let's keep it at 3.
Yeah. I mean, I would do...
Also, give them a chance to come back with some creative fun.
Right. You can't do the whole thing.
Right now, you're doing stand-up.
Right.
right? We want to do improv. That's a good relationship is improv. A bad relationship is stand up. You know?
Right.
So
let them come up with something, show you their personality.
right. We both want to have fun here. That's the whole thing. Is like a lot of these prompts are to help someone look good for you. Wouldn't it be nice to put the top 3 places to have a beer, and then they come back with a place that you've thought of before, and you're like, yes, good, we're on the same page.
Right. And then it becomes fun and flirty, and you're working on something together.
I love the less options review. I do like what she's done. I think the prompts are good.
Yeah.
Do you think it's too much beer?
Oh, the second one's at a brewery.
There's a lot of drinking, a lot of beer, and I do get what she's saying. Like I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate. She said it's worked for her, so I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
I think reducing the numbers on each is like the best thing she can do.
Do you think she's doing it as beer because more guys drink beer?
She would have to like beer.
Right. I would hope.
If she doesn't like beer, make some changes. I just think it's a lot of drinking. You're gonna get like Johnny Fun Guy.
That's true.
But I actually think that's not that bad.
Especially if she's having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And men like chill, fun women that are in.
You're a cool girl.
We love cool
You
girls.
love beer.
We love a light hang. We love a beer. We
Darts.
love darts. She
and
gets
beer.
it.
Yeah.
So, but I think don't
Is it trying
forget,
too hard to be a cool girl?
No, I just think I wouldn't do, I hope this isn't your personality on date 3.
Right.
Like
That's fine for date 1.
Right. Date 1, I actually think this is the best way to go.
Yeah.
You could even change it from brewery. You're at a dive bar. Keep 3.
You're at a brewery that's also a dive bar. Just make sure we're not going to anywhere that doesn't have beer.
Right. You've made it clear you like a beer.
Right, the brewery is also it's so irrelevant.
Right.
Okay.
That one was more about just like, let's not kill our baby, but also like, let's edit this a little bit.
You're at a baptism that's also a brewery. Name one.
You're drinking a beer out of a shoe at a.
All right, let's do one more. All right. I'm a 34-year-old girl living in Birmingham, Alabama. Would you call yourself a girl at 34? I think I'd call you a woman.
A girl, not yet a woman?
I would call 34 a woman.
34-year-old woman.
Yeah. Here's my Instagram as well if you want to look there to see more about me. Can't wait. Okay. That's all right. This person is a 34-year-old woman from Birmingham, Alabama. Let's see our thoughts on her prompts.
Okay.
All right. My simple pleasures: traveling to new places, both city and beach, watching pretty much any Alabama sport, and the Kansas City Chiefs, lots of reality TV, spending time with family, and reading a good romance thriller book. He loves this one.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
Okay.
Sorry, were you reading a novel?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was a lot.
A lot of information. If you have like, how many items has she listed here for her simple pleasures? 1,
you know what wasn't
2,
simple?
3,
that prompt response.
4,
right. She's got a lot
5,
of simple pleasures.
6. There's seven
Listen,
simple pleasures here.
It could be misunderstood. I'm making fun of how long it goes while reading your prompt, while telling you need to have prompts. But
too long. And also not
long.
even that specific. Okay, the Kansas City Chiefs, watch reality TV.
Right.
How do you spend time with family?
Let's keep it to one simple
What's
pleasure.
the good romance thriller? Yeah.
Right. Like one
Or
simple
two,
pleasure.
maybe two.
Maybe two. That's specific.
Yes.
Kansas City
See,
Chiefs.
both traveling to new places, both city and beach. What are you, a robot?
I like city. I like beach.
Right.
I like
just
fly.
name one
I like
city.
drive. Yeah.
Name one beach.
Okay, what's the next one?
Green flags I look for. Someone who is/has open and honest communication.
Get rid of that one.
Genuinely kind to everyone.
Get rid of that one.
Good sense of humor.
Get rid of that one.
Remembers details big and small.
Get rid of that one.
Makes time for us, but is also independent
Get
as
rid
well.
of that one. You've
Get rid
said
of the whole
nothing.
thing.
No. Let me just say to this person, you have said nothing. There's not one person who would say the opposite of these things.
Or doesn't think that they have all these things.
Right. So if that's the case, then you've said nothing. Green flags I look for, a human being who likes themselves. That's what you're saying.
Yes. And also, even if you're not that, you think you are.
Right. So this did nothing for you.
Yes. Get
Sorry
rid of
to
that
be
whole
tough on you.
get
We
rid of
love
that
you,
whole
but
thing.
I'm just saying, yeah.
All right. Together we could go on a coffee date, go to a sporting event, go do any activity like mini golf or escape room or axe throwing, or just hang in a nice restaurant and have absinthe drinks.
I'm sorry to laugh. We're happy you listen to the show and you send this in. You have said nothing.
Yes.
That
When you
the
say
prompts-
too much, you say nothing at all.
Right. Together we could, you literally wrote every date that's possible in the history of dates. Together we could just sit next to each other and
having
breathe.
open and honest communication, having coffee.
You need to stop hiding in your profile. You have to stop being so afraid of turning people off because you're turning nobody on. So what you need to do is get specific. Here's what I would do for this person, because I know it's going to be hard for them because they've written so much that I have to believe that they're having trouble being vulnerable online, which I totally understand. My simple pleasures, traveling to new places. I would just take that and I would say, where have you traveled recently? What's a new place you enjoyed?
I've loved
Simple
X.
pleasures.
Yeah.
My trip to the Alabama shores, where I spent time at the beach, and name the shore town.
Yes.
Green flags I look for. Let's take one of them.
Someone who also loves the Kansas City Chiefs as much as I do.
Right. There you go. Specific, loves the Kansas City Chiefs, and eating this specific food while watching the game. There
Love
you
it.
go. Together we could. I'd
Pick
pair
one.
Pick one. I would
That you're excited that you want to do.
I would say do some axe throwing, but make sure you aim it at the target, not me. That's a little dark. I'm sorry. I don't know. The axe throwing day is so just hang in a nice restaurant, have
Play
apps
mini
and drink.
golf. I'm not that good, so think about letting me win or something.
Or how about together we could discuss the apps part of the menu on a first date.
Yes. Agree which apps to split.
Right. Agree on which 3 apps from the menu we like best on our date.
Like it.
Something like that. Or together we could discuss the best apps on the Applebee menu.
Love it.
Now you have a specific place. You like Applebee's. It's getting you talking about dates. So
Yeah.
listen, I think we solved dating again. I think this is helpful. We hug you and we whisper the hard truths into your ear. And I think listen, everyone here needed to hear something.
Yeah.
So
Some were a little better than others. But,
yeah.
You
But
know,
listen.
I hope we helped. Send in your own prompts, uup@betches.com. We could always do these again. If you guys like it, let us know in the YouTube comments.
If you comment on YouTube with your prompt, I'll answer you with a review of it.
Yes.
I will answer you and give you feedback. So
You'll never get more
if you got
honest.
this right. If you got this far in, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you a little bonus. I will review it. I'm a professional writer with a book coming out.
A real book.
A real book.
With real words.
That's
anyway, we'll be back next time on You Up For More.
Boom.